Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to give you guys an update of my plants. Just after a day of my last update, I harvested lots of jalapenos. And after a week's time, the plants all grew much taller. Eggplants grew much bigger and there were new buds too. These eggplants have thorns on it, so I had to be careful. And more jalapenos were growing bigger and bigger. I thought one of the plant was regular pepper, but both were jalapenos. And here you can see the green bell pepper growing bigger. When I bought 3 bell pepper plants, I thought it was yellow and green, but all 3 are green. And the other 2 plants are also growing lots of buds and flowers. The tomatoes in Dollarama tomato plant have started growing bigger. And there are more flowers coming out. Lettuce has grown bigger again. I think it's time to harvest again. Mint leaves are growing good and spinach has dried up. There are many tomatoes that have turned bright red in color. I'll be removing them from the plants very soon. You can also see lots of new tomatoes and flowers coming out. With respect to eggplant that I got later, they have new eggplants now and also lots of flowers. And you can see that the eggplants are growing very big. When I touched it, it was very soft, so I let it grow more. This is the other bell pepper plant. Small tiny bell peppers are popping out. And like I said before, all 3 bell peppers are green in color, they are not yellow. 2 of the okra plants are still small, they are not growing much. But the other one is growing big and taller. I think it's time for me to remove this okra. This is the first one I'll harvest in okra plant. This is the first harvest for fruited tomatoes. They are bright red in color and very cute. I just don't feel like cooking it. They almost look like marbles, red marbles. And I'm also harvesting eggplants from the first eggplant that I bought. Since it had thorns, I had to be very careful. These eggplants were normal sized. They were neither too big nor small. I also harvested some jalapenos again within a week's time. So almost after a week of last update, this is what I harvested. After 3 more days, I decided to remove the lettuce. I cut off all the lettuce, leaving around 2 to 3 inches at the bottom. Hopefully lettuce will grow again. And wherever I had some spot, I planted new mint leaves. This is how much lettuce I got. And every few days I kept harvesting tomatoes. In another 2 days, I harvested eggplant from the new eggplants. The eggplant was still very soft and it was like very big. I didn't want to let it grow further because I don't like seeds inside the eggplants. This is how big it was. You can't even cover it with your hand. And I also removed the okra from the okra plant. The very first harvest from okra plant. Like I said before, spinach dried up, but all the seeds started falling inside the pot. Hopefully I'll have new spinach coming out of these. Every few days I kept harvesting some vegetables or the other. This time I got 3 regular eggplants. I prepared curry with all the eggplants that I harvested and they were so yummy and fresh. Bell pepper started growing bigger and I also harvested some more jalapenos and tomatoes. I had lots of jalapenos and tomatoes that I started freezing some of them because I couldn't use it at the same time. And in another few days you can see that the spinach started growing from those seeds. I was very glad that I decided to leave the dried plants just like that without removing. Since I let all the seeds fall inside the pot, I think there are so many spinach coming up. And you can also see that since I last removed lettuce, it started growing again. And the mint leaves are doing good. Bell peppers in one of the bell pepper plant was growing normally, but the other two plants, bell pepper, are growing longer than wider. Like I said before, every few days I kept harvesting eggplants and tomatoes. In a week's time, bell pepper started growing much bigger. Like I said, bell pepper in two of the plants are growing taller than wider. And again I harvested bell pepper, jalapenos and tomatoes. Lettuce has grown very big and it's time for me to remove some again. I also remove some mint leaves often so that it keeps growing. Lots of spinach has started coming out as expected. And the mint leaves I planted in these pots are growing bigger actually. I think it's because they have more space to grow than the other pot. I'm going to remove some more lettuce from the plants. Thank you guys for watching. And as usual, please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you.